Hello, I'm Sister Mary Geringer, and I am pleased to introduce to you some of our sisters from the Congo. They have been with us for our International Assembly, and because the Marian students weren't yet in school, we didn't want to miss an opportunity for them to be introduced to you, so today we're filming them. So we hope you enjoy them as much as we are enjoying having them here in Omaha. Thank you. Just say your name.
Je suis la sœur Karamutabine Marie-Louise. J'habite la communauté de Sainte-Marie de Katia. Et je suis la directrice adjointe avec un effectif de 857 écoliers.
Hello, my name is Marie-Louise. I live in the community of St. Mary in Katia, and I'm the assistant head of the primary school there. We have 857 pupils. And this is my first time in the US, my first time in Omaha, and I'm simply delighted. It was such a joy to meet all the sisters, to be present here for the assembly, and I saw so many different persons with different backgrounds. I also visited the zoo, and that was so much joy. This has been an experience I'll never forget, and I will be delighted to tell my students about what I have experienced here. I too would have liked to meet the students of Marianne. Well, it was not meant to be this time. C'est la vie.
Merci.
Merci. Sylvia?
Bonjour, je suis sœur Kabira Yalala Marie-Elisabeth. Je reste dans la communauté de Butembo, la communauté Magnificat. Je suis la responsable de toutes les sœurs du Congo. Et actuellement, je suis étudiante. Je me spécialise comme anesthésiste.
Hello, I am Sister Marie-Elisabeth. I currently live in Butembo, and the community over there is called Magnificat. I am what you would call the leader of all the Congolese sisters because I am the assistant. And currently I have gone back to school to study to become an anesthesiologist. I am really happy to have been here in Omaha and to have met the American sisters. What an unforgettable experience it was. Of course, the assembly was spiritual nourishment, but not just that. And it will be simply impossible to tell the sisters all I have felt and experienced. It was such a deep joy. I will try to convey it. I don't know whether I'll be able to remember everything, but I will try. One thing I did was that I was taken on a little tour of Omaha, and we took a walk on the banks of the Missouri River. That was something else. I had learned about it at school, but to be able to see it with my own eyes was something I can't even begin to describe. How much happiness. If the Lord gives me life, a long life, I will remain a servant of Mary forever, and I will cherish the memories forever.
Bonjour, je suis Marie-Florence Matt. J'habite à Butembo, au noviciat. Je suis responsable des jeunes sœurs en formation qui veulent connaître et embrasser la vie de servite de Marie. Et je suis ici à Omaha, c'est justement pour l'Assemblée générale que nous avons vécue ensemble avec toutes les sœurs de la congrégation.
My name is Marie-Florence. I live in Butembo, and I live at the novitiate in Butembo because I'm the leader of all those young sisters in formation who are considering entering and becoming servants of Mary. I've come here to Omaha for the assembly, and I was able to meet with all the sisters from the different corners of the congregation, and I was absolutely delighted, like my sisters said before me. We shared so much during the table discussions, during the plenary meetings, during the faith sharing, and I will continue to pray, not just for me and my country and my sisters, but for all the sisters of the congregation. As for Omaha, geographically speaking, I had never imagined it would look like this. To me, Omaha, what I've seen is a plain. So there is a lot of air, there is a lot of space, trees also, but it's the feeling of airiness. And this is great because it's important for life. It's just great. And you know, people are life-giving too. They say hi, they smile spontaneously. It is such a pleasure to meet people. And I was also on that trip where we went to see the Missouri River and the zoo. And it's so funny because I saw animals there, some that came from my own country and I had never seen. And I saw them here. Such is life. Sisters, I would like to say thank you for the wonderful service that you do for the congregation. We are so thankful that you have made it possible for us to come here to the assembly, that you have helped us throughout the years, and also thank you for the wonderful Jubilee celebrating your 125th year of presence here. Wonderful.
Moi, je suis la sœur Marie Musondoli Monique. Je suis servite de Marie. Ce que j'ai fait comme apostolat à Butembo, je suis une enseignante de Singimani, les affaires de 11 ans, 30 garçons et 34 filles.
Hello, my name is Sister Marie Musondoli Monique. I'm a servant of Mary. My ministry today is that I'm a teacher in the primary schools, but I have a classroom of 64 pupils, 30 boys and 34 girls. They are about 11 years old. And I would have liked to be able to meet the students here so that I could tell my classrooms about what I saw, and but maybe some other time. I was extremely moved. When I arrived here in Omaha the first night, all the sisters were there waiting for us, and I was able to have a glimpse of our congregation that evening. During our free day, I went to visit the old market in Omaha. It was a real experience for me too. I was able to see a shop where they were selling pearls, and then another shop where they were selling clothes. And then, there was so much, I just didn't know where to look. I would like to say thank you for the wonderful organization of this assembly. Of course, it is only my first experience, but I could see you knew what you were doing. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I believe I will take home what I saw, because this is going to help me in my own journey. As I said, I did not see the students at school, but I met 6 of them because they were there. They came after the Mass at the end of Jubilee, and I was able to speak to one of them. She was full of smiles, she was great, she has a great sense of hospitality, and despite the language, we were able to communicate, and that made me extremely happy. I thank the Lord to have made it possible for me to have this experience here in Omaha.
Bonjour à tous. Je suis la sœur Kaham Ndrondo Marie Angélique. Je suis servite de Marie du Congo, précisément dans la ville de Butembo. Je suis enseignante
Hello everyone, my name is Sister Marie-Angélique. I'm a servant of Mary from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I live in Butembo. I am a teacher in the secondary school which is just adjacent to the community where I live. And this is a special school where I teach to deaf and mute children. This past year, I did not teach because I was taking a specialization course because I would like to teach history. So I attended school and learned more about general history. I'd like to tell you how I felt during my time here in Omaha. For me too, like for my sister Monique Musondoli, it was my very first experience of an assembly. But this was a special assembly. It was our first congregational assembly, which enabled me to finally put a face on all those names we had heard of for so many years. Because of course we knew about most of you, we had heard about all the wonderful service that you do for the congregation. What struck me about Omaha? Well, like another sister said before, the trees. The trees, it was so good to see all those trees because trees mean air, mean oxygen, and that is important for life. During my free day, I visited Emmanuel. I also went to the zoo and I also saw the Missouri River. So it was a deep joy for me. But the deepest joy I felt was from meeting people, because I noticed that you are all so hospitable, extremely nice, extremely polite. You all say hi, you're all curious about us, and it made me feel really welcome. So all I can say is keep on praying for us, we keep on praying for you, let's keep up the good work.
Bonjour à tous, moi c'est Sœur Marie. Sœur Kahambu.
Hello, my name is Sister Marie Consolé. I am the formator for the postulants and the regardants in Butembo. In other words, for those young women who are at the very beginning of their religious lives, and I'm their formator. What a pleasure it is for me to tell you what I felt when I first arrived here in the US. Everybody has been so helpful. Even before we arrived here, at the airport already, people were willing to help with all the difficulties we might have encountered. And when we walked here in the mother house, the sisters were eating. I'll never forget. They got up and it was like we finally saw the sisters we had heard of for so many years, and after the very long trip we all forgot how tired we were. We felt like it was home. It was so life-giving, and the assembly too, of course. It was the first time for us, and it was we received so much information, so much from the way you have organized this. It was the sharing that struck me most. We felt that this is one congregation which really cares about its members. It helps me understand what it is to want to enter all together in this new emerging future together. Omaha, the sense of hospitality that the people have here is wonderful. And of course the sisters here are aging, they are a bit older than we are, but they are so dynamic, they are so full of life, they are really young at heart and in mind. And being here has enabled us to meet with sisters and to see how you live, how different it is, but we will go back home with a new fervor, and this is important for us. I'd like to say a few words about the environment. Like the sisters before me, I noticed everything is clean. The air is clean, and this makes us feel good. It's important also to see how people look happy, they smile, and through the smile they can communicate with us above and beyond the words. And we, despite our broken English, we were able, probably with the help of the Holy Spirit, we were able to communicate with the sisters here, and we made contact with almost everyone. I know this film is being done for the students, and I would like to tell the students that I have only met those who served us during the lunch after the Jubilee, and but I also saw those who sang during the Mass. Angelic voices, that's all I can say. Young women, I would like to tell you education is of paramount importance, because it is through education that we all can help the future generations to grow and continue to get a good education. Studying is a gift, never take it for granted. It is, I would even go so far as saying, it is a mission that has been given to us by the Lord. Many, many blessings to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, my sisters. Thank you, thank you. I also like to thank you, Sylvia, our interpreter par excellence. I will try this. Je suis très heureux. I am very happy that you are with us. I am very proud of all of you. You are a wonderful extension of our community. Would you sing for us?
Alors mes sœurs, je voulais vous dire
Please.
d'abord merci. Je suis très heureuse qu'on ait pu vous accueillir ici, et je veux vous dire que je suis très fière de chacune d'entre vous. Est-ce que vous pourriez nous faire un petit chant?
Oui.
Oui? Avec
Thank
le
you.
tam-tam?
Oui.
Okay.
Ok.
Thank you, my sisters. Thank you so much. The students will love to meet you this way.
Les étudiants seront enchantés de faire votre connaissance de cette manière. Super. C'est super.